Before creating any particular CV, first of all, some points we should be very much clear about length and content. Length and content coverage of the points in biodata. Okay, as far as length is concerned and coverage is concerned, many times it is seen whether we are applying for some corporate job, because as a teacher many times our students also ask us, students also ask to guide in preparing their biodata. Many times it is seen some CVs are very long in length, in size, 15 pages biodata, 10 pages biodata, or single page biodata. Either it is very less or it is a huge. A very a standard or a very common size that is internationally adopted, that is 2 to 3 pages. Okay, 2 to 3 pages, but 2 pages are advisable. These are in most of the times, in most of the jobs 2 pages are sufficient. Okay, so whether you are having so many publications, for example, now the question comes how to include patents, how to include copyrights. We have so many patents, we have so many books, we have so many publications, rich experience. Then how to add, how to confine it 2 pages? We must confine it 2 or 3 pages, not more than 3 pages by any way. In political scenario we have seen, you also might have heard sometimes that that particular political personality, that celebrity is having 15 pages biodata or 60 pages biodata. They are not applying for any job, they are not applying for any particular job opportunity, or they are not uploading CV on Naukri or Found It, Monster, or Indeed. So any number of pages we can insert if we are not applying anywhere. But if we are applying for some job, so in teaching profession, if I discuss, for example, you are assistant professor, and from assistant professor you are applying to associate, from associate you are applying to professor, or to dean or director or deputy director. In that case, if you are preparing a CV of 10 pages, 12 pages, or 8 pages, 8 pages, then you will be surprised to know that very less chances are there that the authority will read those 10 pages. Nobody read 10 pages or 5 pages. Everybody want to save time. Everybody want to get quick information. 2 to 3 pages. This is first point. Second, content coverage. I will come to this part. But before these two, I want to confirm, I want to discuss about one term, whether you are aware about it or not. ATS CV. How many of you are aware with this term, ATS CV? Yes or no? In chat window, kindly confirm, because it is very important point. And as a professional, whether we are in teaching or in corporate world, we should be aware what is ATS CV. How many of you have heard about it, or your CV is in ATS format? ATS CV or ATS compliant CV. And how many of you have biodata in ATS format? It is basically ATS format. It is basically a specific design, a specific format in which our biodata should be available. ATS means applicant tracking system. Our biodata, our CV should be ATS compliant. It means ATS software should be able to read the content in your biodata, in your CV. If we have presented the content in our CV haphazardly, without using certain terms, without using certain headings, in that case, your CV will not be accepted, it will not be shortlisted. For example, so I'm showing you some things, some particular points. So this is Naukri, okay, Naukri.com. For example, you are applying for, okay, this one, okay. So I want to show you some data on LinkedIn also, okay. So many applications, 100 plus applications. You can see that openings one, 100 plus applicants. This is one scenario, and it is this type of data, this type of information is visible in almost every job opening. Whether you are applying on LinkedIn or on Monster, in almost every case, you will see this type: 100 plus applicants, one opening. Now, what is major issue? What is major problem? For example, we somebody have applied for this particular position, that will also be part of these 100 plus. 100 plus may be 500 plus, it may be 1000 plus, or it may be 5000 plus. This biodata, these PDF files or these CVs will be shortlisted by HR department. Everybody knows that HOD, professor, vice chancellor, they are not going to shortlist your biodata. They are not going to read every CV. Only HR department will read it. And in HR department also, they have certain software that is known as applicant tracking system, ATS. So depending upon the information given in these CVs, ATS will shortlist. ATS shortlist the data, CVs, not human beings. Many times it is seen, you also might have experienced if you are in private job, if you are doing working in some private organization, you, for example, you are applying for some particular job, your skills are matching, your profile is matching, still you are not getting the call, still we are not getting interview call. For example, I have applied to 500 places, to 500 different organizations, but I'm getting only 2 to 3 calls. How it is possible? By which way it is, by which way all things are going on? My skills are matching each and every point, whatever employer has mentioned, that is matching, still biodata is not shortlisted. Why? Because managers or authorities of that organization, they are not reading your biodata, they are not even looking at your CV. Why? Because ATS software is shortlisting your data. What ATS software will see? ATS will see these points. First, this one, and second is content coverage. And in content coverage, whether all of your points are properly mentioned or not, whether each and everything is clearly mentioned or not, which things, which particular points are mandatory to be shortlisted by ATS software. So I will show you that format also. But before that, we will see those headings which are mandatory. Okay, these are the headings. For example, top profile. So I'm showing you. So for example, name. Okay, So we have to specify in this way, contact. So this is the format. I will show you a sample of a sample CV also in this one. Okay, in this way. So I'm opening MS Word so that it will be more clear to all of you. So this is MS Word. Now I am creating one ATS CV, ATS compliant CV. Name of the candidate, this one. It should be in 16 size. Okay. Then contact. In contact, this word phone must be written. This phone word must be written. If I am writing my mobile number in this way, or call, I'm writing call, or I'm giving symbol, I'm giving icon of mobile phone, or icon of telephone, in that case ATS will not read it. I will have to specify phone. What is that? Whatever it is, I must write this one. Okay. So email, whatever email is there. Okay. For example, this one. Then website, if your website is available. linkedin url linkedin url, or anything else, or own url. These are mandatory. Then location, from where you belongs. Okay. Place, state. This is, and this particular thing should not be in this format. However, in many CVs, name of the candidate is in center, but ATS generally do not read center content. So this one. Now, after that, brief summary, profile summary, professional summary. Now it should be in 3 to 4 lines. This is also, it must be in this format. And this one should be in 12 size, this one should be in 11 or 10, this one should be in 12, and whatever I'm writing here, it should be in this one. Now if I want to create a professional summary, okay, so in professional summary, what we have to write in 3 to 4 lines, we have to write our profile, we have to write about our profile. Okay. So for example, whatever experience you are having, so you can specify it. For example, this one. Okay. Anything. Okay. XYZ. Okay, with more than this much experience. Okay. So professional summary you can generate from chat gpt also. So chat gpt, so you can write here professional summary in 3 lines in ATS format CV. Okay. With with what, more than 20 years experience, and 60 plus publications. Okay. So this one, for it is only for demonstration. So this is ATS friendly format, professional summary only in 3 lines. So simply you can take it and specify here, so that whosoever is reading your CV, whosoever is taking, in first instance, in prima facie, they will be able to shortlist you. Okay. So this one, experienced professor with this one, in expert and proven academic record, with 60 plus peer reviewed publications in reputed journals and public conferences, with 5 copyrights and 2 books, skilled in curriculum development, student mentoring, leading funded projects. So these are first three segments, and it is mandatory. Again, I'm saying this is mandatory. This phone word is mandatory. This email word is mandatory in this format. Okay, and this website rather. So we can't write URL. You should not write URL. Website means website. Location means location. We have to specify because ATS software will see these headings. It will see this contact. So I will show you how to import it in Indeed also. Okay, in Indeed, in LinkedIn, it can be directly imported. Okay, so any so this one up to this point, is it clear to all of you? Kindly confirm. Are you getting these points? What we are covering here, whatever we are covering, are you getting these points? Okay, so this is very common and very less time will be taken in this particular process. Okay, so after that what you have to do, then you have to follow certain points. Okay, so in CV, for example, you want to specify some education, you want to put, so you can see professional summary in this way. Okay, professional summary, employment details. Okay, these certifications, consulting and key projects in this way. Okay, then education, employment history, employment history, this is particular keyword. We have to take care of the keywords. These keywords we should take. Certifications. Okay, then after that technical skills, technical skills, consulting, consulting projects, this one. So we have to specify it. If you have publication, so obviously if we are working in this academic domain, then publications. And in publications, no need to specify each and every publication explicitly. We do not specify each and every publication. We specify this much publication, for example 10 plus SCI, 10 SCI, 8 Web of Science, this one, this type of publication, uh, number of publications and complete, no details. In same way, we have to take care of the funded projects in only 2 pages, 2 to 3 pages. We have to confine our complete summary, because whenever your CV will be extracted, whenever your CV will be imported by the software, it should not flood the information. There should not be flooding of information. Only major points, only key points we have to specify, and these are the uh, headings. Education means education. No need to specify qualifications. Many times it is written qualification. This is wrong word. Okay, professional qualifications, this is not acceptable. We have to specify education in simple way, in very classical way. Employment history means employment history. Okay, no any other word, no, not any complex word. Many times what we do, okay, just to make it more impressive, we go for synonyms. Okay, okay, what is synonym of employment, what is synonym of history, and after that we created it a very complex word, very complex heading. Okay, for example, I'm writing here SCI, Web of Science, and UGC care publications. This is not acceptable. This heading is not acceptable at all. We have to specify publications in this way. Uh, after that, we have to specify this one. Okay, SCI details, how many in UGC care, in Web of Science, this one. But so as far as this heading is concerned, it must be publications only. Okay, here you can specify name, journal, year. Okay, multiple you can specify in this way. No need to write prominent publications. Okay, so we we can't decide, we can't say that these are prominent publications. Other person will decide, other person will see whether it is prominent or not. Okay, we will write only publications. Many times in certifications people write international certifications, national and international certifications. That is wrong word, that is wrong heading. Only certifications, we have to specify in this way. Okay, which are the certifications from this company, from IBM, this certification from this year, this certification from this year. Okay, from TCS, NPTEL, this certification from this year. Okay, from Google, this certification in this year. Okay, in this way we have to specify. Consulting projects, technical skills in this way. 6 to 7 technical skills are sufficient. No need to write detailed information about technique, so many technical skills and keywords. And this is the keyword, this is main keyword that we have to mention. And one more thing that is generally written by many professionals and which must be avoided. Which thing must be avoided? Hobbies, strengths, and weaknesses. These things must be avoided. Employer has nothing to do with your hobbies. Employers has nothing to do with strength and weaknesses. However, it can be asked in HR interview. It can be asked in final round of the interview, but verbally. These questions are asked verbally. We should not write it in biodata. You might have seen in international formats of CV, these 2 points are not written anywhere. In our context, in Asian context or in Indian context, we use these terms. So if I will write hobbies, cricket or anything else, chess, so what is meaning of that? I am applying for the post of assistant professor, I am applying for the post of associate professor or deputy director, and I am giving my hobbies as chess or cricket. So what is relevance of academic post with cricket? What is, so many times in strength and weaknesses we write haphazard things or vague things. In most of the times we don't know about ourselves. We don't know what is our strength, what is our weakness. Okay, after then what we do by viewing somebody else's strength and weakness, we copy it. We write our weaknesses in terms of strengths, that I am hardworking. So if somebody will ask that is it weakness or not, so then we will justify it. Then we will justify it that hardworking, we should be having smart work, or we will try to disguise other person. We will try to confuse other person. So no need to confuse anybody. Simply straightforward professional summary, education. No need to write hobbies. No need to write strength, weakness. Okay, because employer, because university, academic organization, or small scale institute, they have nothing to do with our hobbies. They have nothing to do with our strength and weakness. It will be identified in few days when we will join that organization, or when we will face the HR interview. They will easily identify what is our strength and weakness. No need to specify, no need to write in biodata. Okay, very clear, very straightforward CV we have to write, we have to create. Okay, so technical skills, keywords, and date of birth, and this one, two page CV, technical skill, education, certifications, you can specify. Okay, is this point clear to all of you? Kindly confirm up to this point, is it clear to all participants whatever we are discussing, and is this information looking beneficial or looking adaptable, whatever we are discussing here? Okay, so these are very common things. All of you are quite mature, and some of you are very much senior than me. Okay, but common things, very small things. These are very small things, but many times we ignore just to make our profile, just to make our biodata very attractive. Okay, biodata should not be attractive. It is only information friendly. It should give only information. And one more thing, in your CV, in your biodata, image should not be available. No images, no photograph. You might have seen in ATS biodata, images, photo, snaps are not allowed at all. Okay, even we do not specify our gender also. In ATS friendly biodata, we do not specify even our gender. Snap is a different thing. Photograph is far away. Why? Why in ATS friendly biodata, gender and face is avoided so that there is no scope of any biasing. There is no scope of any favoritism. If I will put my attractive photo, okay, or somebody put their photo, that person is looking like a celebrity or film star, so obviously it will give some impression to the employer, okay, that this person is looking attractive. So attractive means that person, male or female, that is giving impression of favoritism. Okay, to to enforce favoritism, we have included our face because our face is good. If somebody's face is not good, then that person should not be given the job. For example, some particular person is not having good complexion, some person is not having a good face, and we are asking everybody to specify your photograph. In that case, those people will be rejected who are not having good face, who are not having celebrity like look. So to avoid these things, to avoid favoritism, to avoid biasing, in ATS friendly biodata, these things are not written anywhere. These any type of images, any type of photograph, these are not mentioned, and you should, until and unless it is asked. If it is asked, if it is mandatory, if it is given in instructions that we have to give our photograph, in that case we can specify, we can put it. Otherwise, no need to give your photograph. Otherwise, it may be negative for us also, because we think that we looks good, but for other people we may not be good. Okay, we may not be good looking for other people, for employer. So all those things which can give favoritism or biasing should not be included in your CV. Okay, so only these points: consulting projects, place, technical skill, certification, education, finish. Two-page biodata complete. And if you will place your biodata in that format, in that way, then there will be more chances of getting calls. For example, okay, so or this one. Okay, so you will see that in almost every job there will be so many applications, 100 plus applications, and the 100 plus means it may be 500 plus, it may be 1000 plus. So you can see that 100 plus opening 100 plus applications. So randomly I am clicking this also. So you can see this one. So you can see so many applications, 27 applications. In same way, you will see in case of LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, there are more number of applications. Okay. Now we will see some tools, some platforms, some online tools for creating biodata. Resume.com. Resume.com. It is the platform. It is the portal by Indeed. You might be knowing Indeed is very powerful platform for job search. In India, generally we use Naukri or LinkedIn or found it. That earlier found it was monster.com, Monster India, but monster.com is nowadays available as found it. Okay, this one. But if you will apply for the jobs, so this is found it, which was earlier available as a monster. Okay, but if you are applying internationally means, for example, in UAE or in Canada, in US, in those countries, LinkedIn found it, these platforms are not used. If you are applying for teaching assignments, for teaching jobs, for funded projects, for research tasks, in that case, Indeed is used. Top level platform. After Indeed, there is a term of LinkedIn. Okay, you will see thousands of jobs, so many job opportunities, or Indeed provides you resume builder also. ATS friendly, ATS compliant biodata we can create with Indeed. You can see that I have created my account on this, and you can see that it is giving us different templates. Okay, so this one, go to dashboard. Simply you can log in with your account, with your Gmail account, Google account on Indeed, and you will be able to create your CV. Okay, so I am opening this portal, resume.com, from Indeed, and resume builder. So you can see it will provide me different templates for different types of jobs. If I'm applying for teaching jobs, then which type of ATS CV will be available for me, which template I should adopt. If I'm applying for corporate jobs, then which CV format I should adopt. So these links I have given in this PPT. Okay, this PPT again I will share at end of the session. So I'm opening this portal, and then we will see how to create CVs with pre-built formatting. Okay, no need to format in MS Word explicitly. So in this way, okay, simply put your information and your profile will be created. You will be able to download in PDF format, in PPT format. So you can see resume samples for which job you are applying, and you can see that most of the samples, all of these CV formats are in same format. There is no designing, there is no graphics. These are without any graphic, without any photograph. Okay, if there is no photograph, definitely there is no scope of biasing. We can't judge anybody from their face. You might have seen many times people say that this person looks intelligent from face, this person look foolish from the face. So to avoid these things, ATS format is created, it is adopted to avoid biasing. Okay, so teacher or professor. So two results from for professors. For example, for this adjunct professor or professor, any we can take. For example, this one. Create a professor resume. Now you can see that it is in same format. Okay, create a professor resume. Okay, it is a pre-built template. If I want to create from scratch, from empty document, from blank document, it can be done. Okay, so we are opening it. Okay, either you can take template or from scratch. So online CV is available. And along with that, this is resume.com, so many other portals we can use. There are different other options. If you want to check ATS score of your biodata, that can also be done. For that, there is a separate portal. I'm showing you that, that is enhancedv.com. Meanwhile, this portal is opening. I'm showing you this platform, this enhanced v, to check ATS score of your biodata, get your resume score. So we were discussing this point. ATS software checking your CV, not human beings. For example, I have applied for the post of professor. Okay, there are 100 applicants. So what HR department is doing, what HR team is doing, HR team is giving only 10 CVs or only 5 CVs to the management, or only top 4 CVs to the management. So by which way top 4 CVs will be selected? They will check the resume score. Resume score means ATS score. Actually, ATS score is out of 100. Out of 100 score of your CV. For example, I want to see score of this particular CV. What is score of this CV out of 100? If I am applying for the post of professor, if I am applying for the post of trainer, whether this profile will be selected or not. So what I have to do, rather than directly uploading on Naukri or uploading on Found It or Indeed, first of all I will have to check its resume score. So get your resume score. So you can see upload your resume. If score is greater than 80, then it is fine. If score is around 50, 60 or 30, definitely it will not be shortlisted. Whether you have 500 SCI papers, you have 1000 SCI papers, you have 20 books, 20 copyrights, you have done PhD, two to three postdoctorates, even then biodata will not be shortlisted. Why? With so many profiles, so many papers, publications, patents, biodata is not shortlisted because resume is not having a score. So I we can check score of any CV. So because CV will be shortlisted by HR department. In HR department, human beings are not checking. Human beings are using ATS software. If they will see if ATS score is greater than 100, oh sorry, greater than 90. If ATS score is greater than 80, then they will take only those profiles. So out of 500 biodata, if only 4 CVs are having ATS score greater than 80, only those 4 CVs will be forwarded to management. It may be possible that other people who are having ATS score of 20 or 30, they have very good profile. They have so many SCI papers, they have so many publications, so many patents. But even after so many patents, their biodata is not shortlisted. Their CV is not moved to the management or HOD. Why? Because scoring is very, very less. So you can see that this one. So we can check. So 77 out of 100. What is the issue? So tailoring this one format 80%. It is complying sections. Okay. So many other portals available. If you want to see, so ATS score checker CV. In multiple tools, you will get uh, multiple scorings. Okay, so you can see this one. If your CV is having greater than 80, greater than 70, then it is fine. So out of for example 1000 CV, your CV is formatted effectively. So you can see that for which position we are applying. And so any profile we can take. So many online CV ATS resume checker. So before applying to any job, first of all verify whether your ATS score is 80 or 75 or greater than 90 or not. If your ATS score is less than 70, it will not be shortlisted. Despite you are having postdoctorate, you have guided 20, 30 research scholars, you are having so many project fundings, you have earned so many projects, still it will not be accepted, still your biodata will not be moved ahead. Okay, why? Because that particular software will reject the biodata. So this one, okay, in this way. Okay, so ATS score, it must be verified before applying, because many times it is seen that people discuss that I have applied to so many platforms, I have applied to so many jobs, still it is not accepted, still it is rejected, we are not getting interview calls, we are not getting some particular responses from employer. Why? Because ATS software is rejected, is rejecting that biodata. So preparing your resume review, you can directly search on internet, you can directly search for that, this one. Okay, so enhance we or so many other portals. So in every portal you will get different scorings. Okay, it should not be 20, 30 or 40. If you, so this one you can see. So these are the templates, ATS templates. Okay. If I want to see this one, this particular template. Okay, so you can see enhance v, yes. So from this, so this is ATS enabled biodata, and it will pre-fill, it will pre-fill that particular thing. So uploading resume, whatever CV is available in MS Word format, if it is in ATS, then you can see that it is automatically added. Now you can see that in 2 pages it is, each and everything is available. So why? Because we have mentioned, because in CV it is clearly mentioned certification, it is clearly mentioned about experience, it is clearly mentioned about the summary. Okay, so simply if you want to add some section, for example, which some specific section we want to add, or timeline. Okay, add to resume timeline. Okay, so multiple activities, for example, this is funded project 1, funded project 2, or you have guided one PhD scholar here, second PhD scholar here, so that can be added. Okay, add section, multiple sections, awards, industry experience, if you have a industry experience, this one. References, this is very sensitive point. References, whether we should add references or not. In ATS format, a reference should not be included. Okay, because it also enforce, it also promote favoritism. If I am giving references of some professors of IITs, if I am giving reference of some person from Ministry of Education, from DHE, okay, definitely it will enforce, it will integrate favoritism. So it should not be included in most of the thing, in most of the CVs, in most of the applications. Those applications, those CVs which are giving references, these are directly rejected, these are straightforward rejected, whosoever mentioned references, until and unless it is asked, until and unless it is mentioned that you have to give at least 2 references. Okay, so it must be avoided. So if your biodata is having references, consider removing it. I am not saying that you should remove it, but you can consider depending upon your situation. Okay, so additional experience, books, which books you have published, additional publications. Okay, and education, experience, skills, you want to show skills. Okay, which languages. This point also very important, that whether languages should be mentioned or not. If you have knowledge, if you have exposure to international languages, only then you have to specify languages. As far as ATS format is concerned, if I know only Hindi and English, I should not specify here. If I know Spanish, I know German, Japanese, in that case I should write. But it is understood, it is clearly, it is obvious that in India, in this particular location, Hindi is our native language, okay, and English as a professional language. No need to write it. It will occupy only space, nothing else. But if you have exposure to multiple languages, even if you have exposure to multiple regional languages, you can specify. For example, you know Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, or Marathi. You can specify, that is fine, because that is your aptitude, that is your expertise, that is your capability. Okay, that is your skill, that you know four different languages. You know Kannada, you know Malayalam, Hindi, English, you know Marathi. That is fine. But as a person from Maharashtra, if I'm writing only Marathi and English, it will be negative in my biodata. Okay, so as a North Indian, if I'm writing Hindi, English, Punjabi, just to show that I know Punjabi, it will be negative. Okay, because Haryana, Punjab, these are neighboring states. So everybody knows that to some extent this person may know Punjabi. This person from Punjab may know this particular language. Okay, so until and unless we have expertise, we have exposure to multiple languages, multiple dialects. Okay, so we have to consider these points. So delete. Okay, so in multiple sections, so strength, weakness, so definitely, so you can see that it must be avoided. Okay, employer has nothing to do with my strength, employer has nothing to do with my weaknesses. They have to give me job, they have to give me work, I have to finish that work in time. Okay, whether I'm having aptitude or not, whether I'm having strength or not, or weakness. Okay, no need to specify. Whether we are applying for clerical job or professor job or academician or corporate job, nobody asks us about strength and weaknesses. Around 10 years back, 8 to 10 years back, there was a trend that we have to write strength, weaknesses, or forcibly we write strength and weakness. Career objective also we should not write, only summary. Okay, many times people write here, for example, this one add section, so here, so custom title, you can see that, add to resume. Okay, so add section, and for example I'm writing here career goals and objectives at top. Generally it is written on top, but it must be avoided. Okay, so here, employer has nothing to do with my objectives, employer has nothing to do with my career goals. Okay, relatives can ask, you might have seen that relatives or friends ask what you will do, what you want to do, but what employer has to do with your objectives, what employer or vice chancellor has to do with my career goals. If somebody is applying for UPSC, if somebody is applying for some other job, it will be negative. If I will write my career goal, if somebody will write career goal to crack UPSC exam, it will be negative for his job, for his or her job, that you are doing job here and preparing for UPSC. We are giving you salary, and along with that you are preparing for some other exam. So they have nothing to do with your goals. They have nothing to do with your objectives. Okay, so simply write summary, and no need to write it career goals, objectives, what is your motive, what is your strength. Only pinpoint information related to the employer, and simply prepare it. Okay, some points might be looking, some discussions might be looking vague in this particular session as I'm discussing, but these are uh, very common. Okay, so enhance the resume, and other platform, that is resumebuilder.com, you can use. Okay, import resume. So in this way resume is imported. So if my CV is in format of ATS, only then it will be imported. If my CV is not in ATS format, it will not be imported, because it will not be able to identify where is my contact information, where is my qualification, where is my education experience. Okay, so ATS CV. So if this particular CV is in ATS format, so open, so instantly it will take my name, email ID, phone number, each and everything. Okay, this one. Now you can see that directly it has taken. So I have imported CV, and directly it has taken that complete profile with exact heading. If 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 that particular CV is not in ATS format, in that case it will get confused. What is name, where is website, where is profile. Okay, so add languages, which things we want to add. I want to download, in which format I want to download. If I want to add some volunteering, so this thing is also very very sensitive. Volunteering information, volunteering uh, aspects should be added or not. If it is aligned to your job profile, only then you should add volunteering. Okay, if it is adding to your job profile, if it is a positive on your job profile, volunteering should be added. Otherwise, no need to write volunteering information, no need to write this particular information, this one. Many time people write that I am volunteer for that social organization, I am volunteer for that particular organization. So there is no worth. Okay, employers will take it as a distraction until and unless there is a specific reason. Okay, so build new resume. So create new resume. Which resume we want to create? So how much experience you are having? 10 plus years, 20 plus years. Okay, so which template? So all of these templates are in ATS format, two column or single column. Okay, in ATS two column formats are also available. You can take any of these. For example, this one. Use this template. This is two column template. Okay, so volunteering information should not be added, and so anything, any that point which has nothing to do with your job profile, it should not be included. Okay, so you can see change template, which template we want to take. So in single column or in two columns, so many professional templates available. So simply take it, insert your information, and download. Okay, and as far as color combination is concerned, classical templates, classical format should be taken, like black and white or gray or white or classical white. This is also very fine, very simple and straightforward. No designing, no background, directly we have to take. So this one, and so next, so you can start, you can put your information, and then it will be done. So resume builder, indeed, okay, resume.io, resume.io, you can take, you can use. So it is also giving so many free templates, completely free. Upload your resume or take it from LinkedIn. Okay, from LinkedIn also you will be able to take. So salary analyzer is also available for which post you are applying. Resume. So you can see what is ATS score, 77%. Okay, so we can improve it. So to move it, to push it to above 90%, if we want that my biodata should be accepted, then I can take those points which are missing in the CV. So 77%, we can push it to greater than 80%. We can push it to greater than 90%. Okay. So whatever information they are asking, okay, we can put which things are missing, which points are missing in CV, so that we can push it to this. So add sections, courses, internship. Okay, if I add these, so courses, okay, custom section, hobbies, no need to add hobbies, no need to add other things. Okay, and download PDF, or if you want to download in a particular doc format, that is also available. Resume.io, resume builder. On LinkedIn, everybody knows that whatever profile we are having, it's uh, CV is automatically created. Okay, create my resume in Word template, or and another point that is also very important, that is cover letter. Okay, cover letters, these are required in almost every job. We have to add a cover letter. Okay, so cover letter examples. Many times it is skipped. Many times we apply for the jobs by directly writing that we are applying for this particular position. So your cover letter should be sufficient, should be large enough to explain your key points, your major points. Okay, so this one, cover letter. Without cover letter also, CVs are rejected. If you will apply for international jobs or some foreign universities, they will ask for the cover letter. Okay, so in cover letter we have to mention for which job we are applying. Okay, so it will be created automatically. Okay, create new. Okay, or resume builder. So many platforms available, so many tools available. So this one, cover letter builder. for which post you are applying. So for example, 10 plus years experience, it will give you that particular template in your from chat gpt. Also you will be able to create a cover letter, so you can see how much professional this one. For example, this cover letter, okay, choose template, okay. Now use your resume. Automatically information from cv will be taken to create a cover letter, okay. This one or this, select. So as this is ats compliant, so automatically information will be taken. Desired job profile, for example, director, university, or whatever it is, okay. So job description optional, and it will create that cover letter. It will craft it, and continue. And we will get that particular document, that specific format, okay. So if I want to put signature, type or draw or upload. If I'm having scanned signatures, so it can be done, otherwise skip. At end, if you want to put signatures, salary requirements, so you can see this one. So this cover letter is ready. Dear hire, so to hr team we are writing, dear hiring manager. So this is common term. Rather than writing dear sir or ma'am, generally we write dear sir slash ma'am. So you can directly write dear hiring manager, because this particular cv or this letter will be accessed, this will be read by hr team, okay. So dear hiring manager, this one is my details, okay. So this information they have taken from biodata itself, and this particular cover letter is created. Now I can download it. So download in word format, okay, or simply copy paste to email and attach your cv. It will give a professional look to your application, okay. So greetings, if I want to change greetings, dear hiring manager, or dear hr team. For example, I want to write dear hr team, okay. Or this is common, this is very, this is global term, dear hiring manager, okay. It will cover male and female both. No need to write dear sir slash ma'am, because many times it becomes very difficult. It becomes very vague, if because in most of the times in hr department females are there, okay. So rather than using some particular gender addressing, we can use this dear hiring manager, and then we can apply, okay. So these links I have recorded in this particular presentation, you can use. I'm sharing this ppt to all of you in same way on cloud link. Now dear participants, I am sharing this presentation to all of you, and if you have any query related to this session, you can ask. This presentation I am sharing in chat window. Link, kindly confirm is it downloadable or not.